Yo, what's up everybody? Good morning. I'm back making another video about the Clear Lidz top for my Jeep. This is my second Jeep that I have. Same top, it fit both. I've had some comments in some of the videos below, or in previous videos I've done, saying that they've got theirs, they've had all these pitted issues with it, they've had discoloring, a bunch of other things that were going on with it. So I thought that since I made a review, I don't know, a year after having it or so, that maybe it's been 3 years now, almost 3 years, why not make another review and talk about it? So this is my Mojave Gladiator, my baby. Part mall crawler, part adventurer, whatever they call it. I haven't climbed no rocks, but I've been in some situations before. So when you're looking at this, you immediately see it blends in nice. Still has that color to it. I don't see any yellowing. I haven't noticed anything. I did just wipe it down with a microfiber with a little water, so it might be a little runny because I suck at cleaning. Let's just keep it real, I'm a guy. But I haven't had any issues with any leaks in the front. There's still this issue with water running off, coming down. If you have one of the regular tops or the Freedom panels, you can put on those gutter guards. You can't do it on this one. So if that's a disadvantage, it's a disadvantage. But if it's raining, I typically have the doors on anyways. And it's a little water, ain't gonna kill you. Have had no issues with the mounting hardware. All right, this is still got the original seals that I replaced on here, and I was thinking that after 3 years, almost 3 years, you can see they're kind of dried out. I think that maybe it's time to replace those. Another thing that I have noticed is after 3 years, you may have to tighten these. Not a big deal. Once again, you're driving in a vehicle that vibrates and potentially doing off-road or rougher things. It makes sense you're gonna have to tighten those. The one downside that I guess I will say that I don't like, and this could be easily fixed if I just did something about it, is how this metal clamp that comes down and locks in where your Freedom panels would. When you put this up, it hits off of there, resulting in leaving some marks in long-term wear and tear. So, maybe if you have one of these, you might want to think about putting some felt or something up there, or some rubber up there to help prevent that. Maybe put it on the metal handle itself, so that way it doesn't hit when you close it. Still, it doesn't bother me, because I get the effect of what I want. When you're driving along, it's like there's no roof. In wintertime, it's great. This is one of the best mods that I've gotten for my Jeep. Granted, probably my winch and other stuff is useful and all that, but this changes the daily drive and the experience of your vehicle. By the way, this is one of my favorite kind of configurations to drive my Jeep in. Top on, doors off. You get the benefit of having what feels like no roof on and no doors, but there is sun protection from this. This is tinted. If you look and see, there's a nice tint on it to make it look black, so it blends in. You still have your Freedom panels. See, that's the good thing. There's another product that's being sold where they take Freedom panels and they add the glass inserts to them, which is nice when you think about it. It's nice because then you still have the OEM stuff, but then you also don't have the OEM stuff, right? Like when it's time to sell it, what's that gonna do to the resale value? Are they gonna think is it worth more? Is it worth less? I don't know. What if you don't want the sun in? You're gonna have to do the same thing you'd have to do with this. You'd have two options though. With this, you'd be able to put back on your Freedom panels, or just run a sunshade underneath of it like you had no top on. That's what I like to do a lot, if needed. But most times, I like the sun, so I don't mind constantly having it on me. That's something to think about. So I don't regret this purchase at all. It's 3 years. I haven't had any. The only marks and stuff in it is like this scratch. That was from me. I did that. maybe me or a branch when I was off-roading in Loop Road in West Virginia. Over here, another tiny one. Who knows, that could be from anything. I think inside I've got one more somewhere, and that was also from a branch. So, you know, I would say if you're gonna do some off-roading with this, keep in mind that it could scratch, depending on the areas that you go and what you're going through. You know, it didn't scratch. This bad boy right here, I don't know if it's a ceramic coating or what, but I went through some brush, man, and some trees, and I thought for sure I was gonna get out and have a heart attack and see my Jeep all scratched up, but nope. I don't see nothing on it. I've had no issues with these. These are the giant foam inserts that basically provide the spacing area to fit in for this top to match up with the OEM Freedom panels. Let me know what you think if you have one. If you got any questions, I'm willing to answer them. I will say this, I am not a sponsor of Clear Lidz in any way, shape, or form. I don't get paid by them. I have nothing to do with them. I'm not affiliated in any way. But what I will say is, I do really like this product. I do think that you have to like the sun and be understanding that the sun's gonna shine on you. So it can't really be a complaint, you know? And then I also think that this will change your everyday ride in your Jeep much more than the majority of the mods outside of like lift kits and stuff that are actually structural. So what I would say, if you're thinking about getting one, I would get one. I don't think you're gonna be, I don't think you'll regret it at all. Plus, everywhere you go and they see it, people are gonna be looking at your top and be like, oh, that's a really cool top. I want one. And then they're always gonna ask how much, and then you don't tell them. You just tell them they can go online and find it. That's what you do. All right, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like this. We'll try to drop more videos. I got some other mods that I put on here that I want to go over. Stuff that's really cool, stuff that's helped me out. I'm just getting into off-roading, so I'm learning a lot of stuff, so maybe I'll share some of the stuff that I learned. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and thanks for watching.